Okay, well, that was exciting. All right. So if anybody is still at the old one, come over here. I can't get to it. I don't think. Unbelievable. Yep, I'm back. It wouldn't let me back in the old one. It wouldn't let me. Yeah, I went in and finally got back in there, and it was like, oh, it has ended. I'm like, well, shit. So here we are. Yeah, I went in and finally got back in there. Yep, that was me. I have to grab my chat. Unbelievable. I love this laptop. I really, really do. I wanted to share the pictures with you guys. I'm afraid to try and share them now. Shit. That's all I was doing too, was trying to share a picture. Yep. And then the cursor stops functioning and it locks me up. So yeah, I love my laptop like I love my phone too. Doing all right, TG. How you doing? Craziness. So who are we missing? Kathy and Darlene. Well, I hope you guys are both doing well. I haven't seen Kathy in my chats in a while. I miss her. My giggle girl. So anyway, there was visual aids to go along with the story. That's what I was trying to do. I got the comforter, got it out of the packaging. It's all nice and soft and warm. It's a microfiber, so it's like a lightweight comforter. And that way I know it'll fit in my washer when I have to wash it. Queen size this time, not king size, so we don't have that problem. And it wasn't on the bed for 5 minutes, and all 3 of the animals were laying on it. I'm like, hello. Now, Marty never sleeps in my bed. Occasionally, she will sleep on the second pillow that I have, like, because I have a pillow and then I have my pillow that I sleep on. And occasionally, she will sleep on that other pillow. But she doesn't just sleep on the bed unless she's just laying next to me or something. Onyx does. But no, they were both there. And the dog snuck her head onto it, too. She was trying to get out. I'm like, okay, well, apparently it belongs to all of us and it is animal approved. And I do have a picture of that. Not even 5 minutes and animals claimed it. I'm like, that's mine. It is purple and it is mine. And they don't want to move when I want to go to bed. Move the comforter around. They look at me like, stop it, we're sleeping. Yeah. Unbelievable. And my mom made 2 more gnomes. I have pictures of those as well. She did one in a dove gray and she did one in red. And she's got enough thread, enough yarn to do another one in gray and another one like mine, the purple one. Plus, I was like, well, don't you have any other colors of yarn? I thought you said you had tons of yarn because I know somebody that I can get yarn from. And yep, got gnomes. And she goes, well, they're not really Christmas colors. I'm like, look, I know some freaky people, man. It doesn't have to be what you consider Christmas colors. So she does have a blue and a navy blue, and she's got a lot of white. But I have pictures of those too, but now I'm afraid to share them. I'll put them on my community page now that I have one, because everybody got a community page. I'll put them up there. And I figured I could probably, hopefully, sell them for about $10 a piece. All knitted, handmade by mom. Got gnomes. Yep. Got gnomes. So, not all. Dibble, don't be sending me your sneezes. Ugh. Oh, you don't have your community page? Did I see your downtown post? No. TG's random. I have 7-Up. I have Pepsi. Oh. Well, I think they're rolling out the community tabs in like they're rolling them out gradually. I know I have mine, and I only have 350 subs, so yeah, sometimes you just gotta fact check that kind of shit, Dibble. Mm. I see where she thought it was going down. Yeah. Victoria's so cute. I thought it was adorable. She said Fopo this morning. I'm like, Fopo? The hell is that? Yeah. She's so Victoria. Yeah. Fopo. I mean, she got the meaning right ish, you know, saying something that was embarrassingly wrong. Um, but Popo. So cute. Yeah, you are not so Kathy. Give that back. I did, Dibble. She just didn't hear the ding. I sent a Fopo immediately with the correct pronunciation, and she just ignored the ding for a little bit. Or it took a while for Facebook to get it to her. Or do you mean for the song Downtown? Yeah, I did. Of course I did. Don't be silly. That's what I'm here for. TG, you're not even close to the groovy giggle girl. Don't even try it. Halo thief. TG got a closet full of stolen halos, man. One of these days, you're gonna have an angry angel show up at your door going, give them back. Better be careful. Some of them angels carry swords, you know. So I don't know if I told you guys last time. I've been watching those true scary stories that people write to this channel. It's the channel is called Unit Number 522, and it uses a pound sign, like the hashtag sign, for number. which is what it was originally for. Um, and then the guy who runs the channel, whoever he may be, he reads these stories off, and they're stories from people's, well, they from whenever they are, whenever the stories occurred in the people's lives, whether it was when they were a kid or yesterday or whatever. And they write in about stuff like really close brushes with kidnappings or creepy people or break-ins, home invasions, things like that, and how they narrowly escaped dying or being kidnapped or whatever. And some of the stories are pretty freaky, but they reminded me of stuff that a couple of things that happened when I was younger, and I was like, I should write in, but it's some of those stories are so. It's like they fill in with all these words that aren't necessary, and the story drags. I'm just like, oh. My story was the two stories I have is very short and sweet, so I don't know if they'd even read them, but yeah. It makes you think back to stuff that happened when you were younger, though, like near misses. I got a lot of scary stories in my past, but when I was a teenager, the one that I remember, I've told you guys about the dog that I calmed down, that I kind of gentled. Her name was Brownie. I named her Brownie. She was a shepherd mix, and she was brindle, and she was gorgeous, and she was very people shy because her owners abused the crap out of her. So she used to escape out of their yard and come wandering into my neighborhood. And a lot of the kids in my neighborhood would chase her away and they'd throw rocks at her and stuff. And I used to get so mad. And I'd actually hit the kids that would scare the dog. So one day I decided to make it my mission in life to be able to be friends with this dog. So I was feeding it my dad's lunch meat. Yeah, he was wondering why he was running out of roast beef so fast. Because, the easiest way to make friends with an animal is to feed it, right? So that's what I did. And eventually this dog calmed down enough that I was able to pat her and sit with her. And, she actually came in the house one day, but my mom came home early and growled at her. Not my mom didn't growl at the dog. The dog growled at my mom because the dog was trying to protect me. And my mom just walked in the house and the dog wasn't expecting it. So my mom freaked out and I had to take the dog outside. Couldn't bring her in anymore. So I used to go for walks and how old was I? I want to say 13 or 14. And I used to walk on my street. I lived on a dead end street. And my excuse was that I was trying to get exercise. And I actually did lose a lot of weight. But I would walk up to the end of the street. It wasn't allowed to go off the end of the street. I'd walk to the end of the street and I'd sit up there at where my bus stop was and smoke a cigarette. And then I'd go home because my parents didn't know I smoked, right? So that was my excuse was I'm going to walk. And I didn't lie. I did. I walked all the way to the bus stop, smoked a cigarette, and walked all the way home. And I'm sitting at the bus stop, leaning against the fence that's up there. And this car pulls up. It stayed in the road. It didn't pull onto the street. But there were two guys in it. And it was a pale yellow car. Couldn't tell you. It was a four-door, but I couldn't tell you what kind it was because I'm not a car person. I just know it was kind of big, and it was a four-door. And there were two guys in it. And the guy on the passenger side rolls his window down and he mumbled something. And I'm like, what? And he said something else. I'm like, dude, I can't hear you. And he goes, well, come here. And I'm like, no. Because I might have been young, but I definitely was not dumb. And he's like, no, come here. We need directions. And I was like, go that way. And I just pointed with my thumb. I'm like, I don't know where anything is, dude. I'm the wrong person to ask for directions. He's like, could you come here and just talk to me? And I'm like, no. And he actually started to open his door to get out of the car. And I knew that I better, be getting ready to run because, hello, there's absolutely no reason for this guy to be getting out of his car. And out of right over the top of my head, over the fence, everything came this brown blur, like a furry bullet, and hit the side of his car with her front paws and just started snarling and barking in the window. The guy freaked out. His friend gunned it, and Brownie come walking over to me like, I did good, huh? She basically saved my ass. That dog saved my life because I can guarantee you nobody would have ever seen me again. They were definitely up to no good. And yeah, she slammed it. I mean, he had that door about 4 inches open to the point where he was about ready to put his foot out the door, and she hit the side of that car hard enough to dent the door and closed it on him and just in the window, and he still had the window down, so he's like practically in the driver's lap, like holy shit, you know. Yeah, she saved my life, that dog. And so I walked back home. She stayed right with me. I never told my parents that because they would not let me like walk anywhere again. But I walked home and I went in and grabbed a half a pound of fucking ham, walked out and gave it to her. I was like, you definitely earned that. The ham was mine. So I was I left my dad's roast beef alone, but yeah, I gave her half a pound of ham. I didn't get sandwiches for the rest of the week, but that was okay. And I eventually found her a new home with my neighbor across the street. So she had a better home after that. But yeah, awesome dog. Awesome dog. And to think that people used to chase her away and didn't want her around. You know what I mean? But because I made the effort to be friends with this dog, she saved my ass. I was, and I will never forget that. You know, that dog will always have a special place in my heart. Um, when I was, I want to say like well, no, not that young. My mom didn't let me out of the house when I was 6. I was like 7 or 8, maybe. And all the kids in the neighborhood used to go out. And this is back in the day when, you know, all the kids are out in the neighborhood and the parents are just in their houses. And every once in a while, they glance out. Yeah, the kids are still alive. Nobody's bleeding. We're good. And we'd play kick the can and we'd do all kinds of stuff. And there was a kid that lived at the end of the street. His name was Kirk. 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 He was kind of a weird kid. Kept to himself. I think back then they didn't have diagnosis for things, but I think he was probably high functioning autistic and like high on the autistic scale. And the people that he lived at the very end of the dead end street. It was like a cul-de-sac. It had the little circle at the bottom of the street. The people that lived to his family's right, a couple moved in, and Kirk was always at his house, just sitting outside doing whatever. He didn't really play with the rest of us because the kid across the street from me was a big old bully, and he used to make fun of him all the time. And of course, nobody's going to want to hang around when they're getting made fun of, right? So the rest of us didn't really mind him playing. I mean, we're kind of like, oh, really? But being kids, we weren't that tolerant. Well, it turned out that the guy that befriended him at the end of the street there, he was a child molester, and Kirk was his victim. This guy lived 2 houses away from me. Well, 1 house away from me. That was my neighbor, and then that guy. And yeah, they ended up. We had like 10 cruisers. I didn't even know we had 10 cops in my town. But there were like 10 cruisers on my street, and they dragged him out pretty much by his toes and all this shit. And yeah, he went to jail. I don't know if he's still in jail, but I know he went to jail. Because Kirk's mom finally clued in to why is my son hanging around with this adult couple, you know? And so she started questioning Kirk, and he spilled the beans and, you know, ratted the guy out, which is good because he should have. And yeah, so dude went to jail. But this is somebody we saw every day going to and from work, and we'd wave to him and be like, hey, you know. And it turns out that he was a pedophile. And yeah, so that was a close call. It was kind of freaky. It had something to do with that house, man. Because the people that lived there before had a teenage daughter that my mom hired to babysit me. And that bitch locked me in a closet and slapped me in the face so she could have a party in my parents' house. So, I don't know. It was that house. Yeah. Well, Kirk, I felt bad for him, you know, for Kirk. Not for the pedophile, but for Kirk. Because he was just, I mean, he was introverted before. After that, he didn't want to talk to anyone. He didn't want anything to do with anybody, and he just withdrew inside himself, and I felt so bad for him. And I was the only kid in the neighborhood that went down to his house to see, you know, every couple of days I'd go down and see if he wanted to hang out or just sit outside or whatever, And his mom would have to tell me, no, he doesn't want to come outside. I'm sorry, honey. You know, although I think she appreciated the fact that I was making an effort to try and include him in something, but they ended up moving like 3 weeks later. They moved because every time they left the house and he saw their house, the pedophile's house, he would just start shaking. And yeah, it was very sad. Don't know whatever happened to Kirk, but I hope he was able to work through his issues and the trauma from what he went through. Yeah, Dibble, he didn't have to worry about that. Like I said, I was like 7 or 8. Okay. I wouldn't even have known what child molester was if I hadn't been eavesdropping on my parents' conversation with people. At that point, I was very naive. Grew up real fast after that, though. And every time I walked out my door to play with kids in the neighborhood, I got a lecture from my mom about how I was not to go in anybody's house, not to go within 10 feet of their door. I mean, she was so nervous. She was a wreck. I had to stay within sight of my house. It was crazy. And to me as a child, it was just strangling. I was like, oh my God, Mom, loosen up the apron strings. But as a parent now, I can understand it. But when I was a kid, I was like, ah, Yeah. I've had actual gang members, not like the little wannabe thug wannabes that are, you see today, but actual tracksuit wearing, how they used to wear the matching outfits. Gang members. I've had them point guns at my head. I've had drug dealers point guns at my head. I've had a lot of fucking close calls. And I'm still fucking here. So ha ha ha. Yeah, craziness. The one with Brownie though, that was an actual thing that might not be here if it wasn't for that dog. You guys would not be able to enjoy all of the awesomeness that is me and my crappy laptop. If it was not for that very special dog. And yeah, no, I didn't have a real good imagination when it came to dog names, so Brownie was it because she was brown. Made sense to me at the time. It wasn't my dog, so I just needed to call her something. My mom did freak out when she found her in the house, though. My mom had a thing about large dogs, and it was paranoia that came from my grandmother because my grandmother was terrified of large dogs, and my mom kind of inherited that fear. Because I asked my mom, I said, "Did you get bit by a dog or something?" She's like, "No, your grandmother did." Well, I talked to my grandmother about that, and she told me the story. She didn't actually get bit. He touched her, but she didn't. It wasn't a bite. It was an accident because the dog was very excited and trying to lick her face. And as we all know, anybody that's had a dog, um, dogs can sometimes get overly enthusiastic and catch you with a tooth. Well, that's what happened. It was a very big dog. It was a husky, and it jumped up on my grandmother and was licking her face, and it caught her chin with its bottom teeth, and my grandmother freaked out. And ever since then, she didn't want anything to do with big dogs, which is why she had a heart attack when I was 5, and we were going for a walk on her street, and the Great Dane from down the street came loping up and said hello to me, and I had gotten away from my grandmother, so she rounded the corner, and all she saw was this massive dog hovering over me, licking my face, and me giggling like a crazy girl. Shiloh was a very good dog. He was awesome. That was my first introduction to Great Danes, and I was in love. I loved that dog. But my grandmother was terrified he was going to eat me. And yeah. And then the people down the street a little further that had horses that we used to go see, they had a husky. And because it was a husky, my grandmother was totally Mhm. But the only time I've ever been afraid of a dog was after I got attacked by Max. And after that, whenever I saw a dog with Rottweiler colors, because Max was Rottweiler Bloodhound mix and he has the Rottie colors, um, I would freeze. For about 2 months after that, I would just, my heart would stop. I'd be, you know. Um, but I didn't want to be afraid of dogs, so I actually went to PetSmart intentionally because people are able to bring their dogs in there. I would go hang out at PetSmart until I saw somebody that had a dog with Rottie colors, and after my heart stopped, I would go and I would ask them if I could pat their dog, and so I eventually got over the whole heart stopping visions in my head of dog teeth coming at my face. Um, I kind of did my own psychotherapy there. My cat gives me kisses all the time. Well, they both do actually. Both cats give me kisses. What I couldn't stand was John letting the cat eat off his plate while he was still eating. I'm like, no. TG, it's 9/11 for everyone today. Yeah, I am terrible with dates and getting things done. No, getting things done on a time limit. So I did not sign up for e-cards or for, well, I can't afford regular cards, and I can't do the gift exchange. I'm not able to get anybody in my family a present. So, hey Tim, how you feeling? Please tell me you're not in the hospital again. So my dog gives me kisses. I don't care. I haven't died yet. You know what I mean? My dogs and cats are a lot cleaner than a lot of people I've had kiss me. So I'm good. It's all good. It's all good in this neighborhood. All right. I'm going to try this again just because it's annoying me that it won't. Yeah, Tim, go ahead. Ooh, I think it's going to work. There we go. See, this was 5 minutes after I put my blanket on the bed. Isn't that a pretty color comforter? It's pretty. Pretty pretty, but yep, that's all three of them. See the dog sneaking her head on there? Yeah. Look, my computer didn't freeze up that time. Knock on wood. Tim, you can come up. I do have it pinned, right? Yeah, I have it pinned. Yeah, it is very nice. And it kept me nice and snugly warm last night. Because 2 days ago, it was so hot in my house. And I had to turn my AC on. Shit. I can't remember if I turned it back to heat. But last night, it was probably about 50 degrees in my room. And so I didn't kick the animals off. I didn't kick the cats off the bed. I let them sleep on the comforter. But I was like, yeah, I just have a comforter. I don't like getting all tangled up and everything. And I still get tangled up in my comforter. And then show you. Don't freeze up now. There's the gnomes. So the red one and the one to the right that's the gray one, and then the other one, the little purple one, that one's mine. But she has enough yarn to make another gray one and another purple one. So, and they're about, the red one is about 9.5 to 10 inches tall. So I figured $10 is a good price for those, right? I love those. They're so cute. And they're 100% knitted by Mom. And the 3 Johnnies. Yeah. They're so adorable. So, yep. All right. And that's all the pictures I'm sharing. I move around a lot, Dibble, actually. And I make sure I move my legs around so that they don't get atrophied. Okay, Tim. Well, the link's at the top if you want to use it, hon. It also takes quite a bit of effort when I lay down if I'm going to lay on my side, or I have to maneuver so that I can be comfortable. So there's that action too. Plus, I get in the wheelchair at least a couple of times a day. And I have to get up and down to go to the bathroom, of course. So there is movement. Yeah, John had to deal with that atrophied shit, and I make sure that I move my foot around and move my legs around. I just have to be careful of my knee, because if I get my knee too sore, then it won't hold my weight and I won't be able to get up. And that's not good. Simi will be very upset if I can't get up to let her outside. No trophy for you, TG. For what? What do you get a trophy for? Most stolen halos? So I was debating on getting another pair of compression gloves. I think I mentioned it before, so that I'd have one that I could be wearing and one that I, would be able to throw in the wash. And then I was like, well, they're $30. I don't know if I want to spend that much on one item right now. And then I looked at my glove when I put it on earlier today, and I have a hole forming in one of the fingers of the compression gloves that I have. And of course, if that turns into a massive hole, then it'll unravel and it won't be doing me any good. So looks like I'm going to have to invest in another pair of compression gloves. I did get another of the toilet support bar things that I use to get do my transfer in and out of off the bed and everything. I got another one to keep in the bathroom so that I don't have to drag this one in there to use the shower. So I'll have one that specifically stays in the bathroom, and that's good, because dragging that thing around is a pain in the ass. So that's already on its way. Yay. Those things are expensive. It was $51. I was like, damn. Are you okay, Tim? Moment of silence. StreamYard giving you a hard time. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, it wasn't behaving for me either earlier. I went to share a picture and the whole thing locked up. I'm like, but I think that was my computer. Hey, Tammy. How are you, Tammy? Uh-oh, wanting a password. Doing okay. Doing all right. Yep. A little bit of drama with the granddaughter, but, other than that, it's all right. Which I'm not directly involved in. I just hear my mom's stories, But, yeah. Well, the rest of this week and this weekend and however long it takes, I want to try and get this chaotic mess next to my bed organized. And it's where I have all the stuff that when I sell stuff and it doesn't sell, I'm just put it there. Yeah. It's piled up the same height as the bed now. So I want to get that organized. And I've been able to piece together some components so that I can hopefully make some earrings or something. Like, it's not like I don't have enough beads, you know what I mean? So thinking about banging out some earrings to sell those and bracelet or two maybe. I can't really do any bead weaving in here because hello, demon cats and thread do not mesh together well. But something like earrings or bracelet or something I might be able to do. Still haven't found the stuff that I was looking for, which, with me is typical. But I've managed to get some jump rings, and Renee sent me a whole kit with jump rings and things in it. And I got some clasps, things like that. Some crimp tubes. So we'll see. We'll see what I come up with. We shall see. I was going to try and do a couple of ornament covers, but the price on those would be pretty high because it takes a lot of work to do the ornament covers that I make. So the prices for those start at like $50. So I don't know. I don't know if anybody would, Now, if I could put them on a platform, that'd be different. But since I cannot, because I don't have a bank account. So in case people don't know what I'm talking about, this is an ornament cover. Hey, Anvil. Takes a lot of work to make one of those. Now, this is on a blue ornament. Normally, I would display it on a clear ornament, but that's got Swarovski crystals and bugle beads and seed beads and all kinds of glass drops and everything. It takes a lot of work to make those. That one was the second one that I ever did, and I think that took me like 4 hours of like 5 hours a day piecing that together. So yeah, something like that would start at like $50. And there are others that are more intricate that would be more. So I don't really know if that would go over well on YouTube, but yeah, thank you, Bobby. How many could I do? I don't know. It really depends on how much I'm able to concentrate on it. Um, I'd have to gather up all the stuff that I need, and that's in several different places. But I could probably do quite a few of them. It's just I have to lay out the pattern and the colors, and then it's just rinse and repeat, for each one. So that's why they cost a lot. I mean, you're investing a lot of time and effort, and we know Swarovski's not cheap, especially now that they're discontinuing the DIY stuff. So I know. Enville, bah humbug. Sound like John. I actually got John a mug that says bah humbug. Christmas is just another day for me. Just another day. I get to watch all my neighbors' family come and go, and nobody comes here. Although my mom might bring me dinner, but that's about it. My son will probably manage to get over to my mom's. You know, the car they did get a new car, and it wasn't functioning correctly, so that's why he's not been over to help. But I bet you they'll manage to get to my mom's for Christmas. Because hello, gifts and free food. He won't come here though. So I'll probably be live on Christmas Day for other people that are sitting there alone. Yep, free meal. And he gets to take food home. So, ooh, dibble. Hey, Tim, you're muted.
Hello.
Hi, Tim.
Hello.
Oh, you're at home. Good.
Yeah, I am home. Although I was in the hospital again last week. End of which end is my camera on? At the end of last week, Thursday through Saturday.
You need to. You just go to hit on the nurses. I know you do.
Yeah, you know it. Yeah.
Aw, there he is. He's getting so big.
He's 13 months old.
Wow.
But yeah, no. I have got. I don't know what kind of other than seasonal, but allergies that triggers um, emphysema and
Yeah.
COPD really bad. Um, I have officially quit smoking, with the exception of yesterday. I had 2 cigarettes because it was just a stressful day. Um, but I've quit smoking. I've lost about 30 pounds.
Wow.
Um, so yeah,
Where you going? But stay out of the hospital.
yeah. Good luck with that. Hi everybody. I got to look over to the TV to say hi. So hi everybody. Hi Gigi. Hi Bill and Bobby and whoever else is up in there.
And Bill wants to know if he's walking.
Oh, yes. He's not walking, he's running.
Yeah, they go straight from I can't move to.
Yeah, Grandpa cannot keep up. We've got a baby pen over here, and he's got a gate in his room. And yeah.
Dibble said, I'm up in here too.
Yeah, well, hello. And then the 3-year-old, of course, she goes and goes and goes and goes, you know.
Yep.
So the 11-year-old, you know, we just give him the game controller, and he's happy. He sits in our room and plays games.
Right.
So he's 12. Okay, he's 12 now. Excuse me. So he's pretty easy. But the 2 young ones, Grandpa, it. But I've been having to keep track of my blood pressures and O2s and all of that stuff for the last couple weeks, because my O2 stats before I went to the hospital was running between 83 and 92 at the tops.
Mm.
And since I've been out of the hospital, it's been running around 94 to 96. So whatever they did to me while I was in there with the IVs and solutions and steroids and blah, 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 has cleared enough up that I'm able to get oxygen now.
Well, that's good.
Of course, while I was in the hospital again, I was on oxygen again. So, you know, I kept telling them, you know, I'm not on it at home, but I'm a lot more active at home than I am now. You know, because in the hospital, all I was doing was just sitting there. They wouldn't let me do anything but get up and go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I finally, the first night I was in the ER room because they didn't have nowhere to put me. Finally, midday through Friday, I think it was, they got me a room, took me up. Late Friday night, early Saturday morning, I got up and did 2 laps around the wing I was in. I borrowed one of the nurse's little portable finger monitor thingies, and my O2 stat never got above 92.
He's so cute.
And time I got around the second lap, I was hurting so bad and everything. I got a narco pain pill and what have you, and I finally passed out for the night. And then they were in at like 6:30, drawing blood and doing all kinds of stuff. But yeah, it's been a roller coaster this last couple months. So
how's the spawn doing? He behaving himself?
He is in Indiana.
Oh wow.
I can't remember the name of the town, but he is in Job Corps.
I see. Well, good for him.
And doing rather well. I think he's doing culinary, I believe. So there's Cody. Say hi, Cody. So yeah, he's doing culinary, I believe, plus a couple other things.
Yeah.
But doing good. Staying out of trouble, growing up a little bit. He called me the other morning, freaked me out when I was in the hospital, because I've been getting a lot of the stupid spam calls. You know, you qualify for Social Security benefit and blah 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 blah. You know, his voice sounded like one of those when I first answered it because I was half asleep.
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, Dad, it's me, your son." I'm like, "Oh, okay, I got you." And so we talked for quite a while, which was good. It was nice because it's the first time I talked to him since he had left, and it's been before Halloween, so 2 months ago. Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
I don't talk to my son that much. He doesn't know. The conversation is very brief usually,
yeah,
and very far and few between.
yeah.
But
But no,
yeah,
I was going to do a live one on my own live channel a week ago or so, but I was just down and not feeling it. And bless you, bub.
bless you.
And
Goodness.
really, okay. And I just didn't get to it. And the other day, Tina happened to be. She popped on with Irene and Carol and them, and had Munster on there saying hi to everybody. And I popped on and said hey too. And I seen you were on. It's like, okay, I'll pop here and say hey to everybody as well.
Well, I'm glad you did.
Because I just, with him, when I have him, which is pretty much every day,
Yeah.
every evening, um, this is what I
Like
do.
it's up on top.
Yeah. Um, my shaking's gotten worse since all this started the last couple months or so. Uh, I've got you on a stand on the table, so that's why nobody's getting seasick. Yeah, seasick. Uh, but my shaking's gotten worse. I still have the headaches. The chronic lower back pain is still persistent. They did find another small, little less than BB size spot forming again up there in the old brain bucket. But they said there's nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's just been battling these allergies with the you know the breathing issues.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 different kinds of allergy pills I take now: a nebulizer, inhalers, um, steroids, antibiotics. Yeah, yeah. I'm a pharmacy walking.
And Bill wants to know where's Tina.
She is in the bedroom. Who was it?
And Bill?
And she says hi, Envel and TG and Bobby, and she doesn't move too well. The doctors are desperately trying to figure her out as well. We've got a new family doctor, and she is working desperately to try to get Tina figured out. Because she did her system has gone down big time. Sadly, I thought mine. I'm not messed up. She's beyond. I mean, yeah, I'm in good health compared to her, and I can't breathe. Excuse me. Sorry.
Okay.
So, whose fault?
I look nice and gray. That's nice. It's purple. It's a light purple, but it's purple.
Everybody's sending their love and stuff. Love. Thank you. She says, "Thank you all." But yeah, she just been in a health funk and mental because of the health, and it wasn't for our youngest daughter, it would be, I don't know what we would do right now, which is his mama. So we thank goodness for her at this point.
Oh yeah, health problems will make you cranky. That's for sure.
You know, and she jumps in and helps and takes care of us and goes to the stores and does things and what have you. And in turn, Grandpa spends the day wrestling a 1-year-old.
I remember those days. I'm glad I'm over them. Everybody's putting pray hands in for you.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Well, see, I missed my kids growing up, so I'm watching my grandkids do it.
There you go. And you know my candle's always lit for you guys, so.
Yep. But yeah, I missed my girls growing up, so now I'm watching my grandkids grow up. So doing my best is to stay around for them.
Yeah.
So other than that, you prepared for the washing of the storm are coming your way?
I probably won't come anywhere near me.
Oh yeah, true, because you're up there in the corner of Carolina. So
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm in the no hurricane zone. It hardly ever comes on my little corner.
Yeah.
Dibble might have to deal with it a little bit, but as far as I know, it's supposed to be like a category 1 when it hits land. So
Yeah. Well, that was some more deal with Texas and Oklahoma the other night.
Yeah.
I was watching there's a couple, 3 or 4 fellows I follow on YouTube that are storm chasers and what have you. And the one broadcaster does the radar and all the warnings and everything else. And Ryan Hall is who it is. And he's based out of Tennessee. And he was on for, I don't know, almost 12 hours or better with that whole forecast ordeal or the whole storm ordeal. And he had different storm chasers. He had their feeds running through his because he sponsored, or they work all together.
Right.
And some of the videos and everything that was coming out of that storms, wow. It's crazy.
Dibble, well, yeah, I don't know if Dibble, are you leaving, or are you just going to lay down? She had dental work done yesterday, so she's all doped up. She got screws put in the top.
Oh.
Well, you lay down and rest, Dibble. It's okay.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, lay down before you fall down. Good plan.
Yep. Don't need that.
Although it's not very far for her to fall. She's little.
Yeah. But still, don't need to go boom boom.
No.
No boom boom. No boom boom for Debbie. You just go lay down and go lay down nicely.
Yeah.
and hopefully y'all get to better feeling the sooner. The sooner the better.
It's putting her through the ringer, but in the long run, when she has her new chompers and everything and her mouth's all put back together,
yeah,
she'll be really happy with the results. I'm hoping that there are no complications and everything works out fine and she has a really pretty smile and we're all good.
Yep, most definitely.
Hopefully it'll all be worth it in the end.
Yeah, mouth pain is one of the worst pains there is.
Yeah, mouth and ear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they say except for labor. I wouldn't know that part, but mouth and ear is definitely.
Oh yeah, labor's way out there. I mean, the only thing comparable with men with labor pains would be kidney stones.
Yeah.
That's close. They actually did studies. I watched a test they did where they had a machine that they could put on a man's abdomen that would cause like contraction, like muscle cramps.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, men didn't last very long. They didn't even get to the hard labor part. They were like, "Oh my God, kill me now!" Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yep.
It's crazy.
You know, they went into it going, "Oh, it'll be a piece of cake."
No.
Didn't even last an hour with contractional cramps, and they were like, "Oh, kill me, get it off me."
Yeah, Some of them didn't even make it past like 2 or 3 on the pain meter.
Yep.
Yeah, I consider myself kind of tough, but the last month or two, some of the stuff I've felt and went through, and the way I have felt, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I tap out pretty quick, you know. And of
Yeah. I
course,
hear you.
when the boss in there sicks the kids on you to take you to the hopsicle, that's saying something. That's what happened the first time.
Yeah.
She took the kids on me, all 3 other girls, and they drugged me out and took me. Then the last 2 times they called the ambulance because I wouldn't have made it. So he sits in the chair like me. He sits cross-legged.
Well, I see one of my cats has abandoned the comforter, but the other one is right there on my new comforter.
Ours are all in the bedroom, I imagine, with Tina.
Although right now the dog is happy because I took the old comforter that I had and kind of bunched it up in her spot. So she's got her own comforter now, right now. So she's happy. She's all cushy and soft and snuggled into it.
Sorry for reaching across the camera. I needed to get my glass
You're
lens
fine.
thingy. I have my old glasses on because my new glasses are all, the frame broke. Tina managed to get the frame fixed. Now I need to go get them adjusted because they're all wonky, wacky, out of shape. And if I move just right, they fall off my face. And but they're fixed, and I wear my old ones. I can still see out of them, and they stay on my face. So, but yeah, no, I was kind of here. Figured out, well, I'm not doing nothing important. I've spent my day today. I got up this morning and done trash and went down to the daughter's and took care of her animals and her reptiles and what have you, because they're gone for a couple days. Come back and done up the little dabble of dishes and sat down in my chair, and that was it. I'm over with. He woke up about, I don't know, 11 ish and come wobbling into me, and we've been in here hanging out since, and mommy went to work about an hour ago.
TG, you're just not right. She's eating chocolate ice cream.
Oh, I had a strawberry shake yesterday from Sonic.
I haven't had ice cream in a while.
And Jordan brought me a 32-ounce cup full of twist ice cream from Casey's Sunday, I think it was. Yeah. Yeah. Every now and then she'll surprise me and bring me a 32-ounce cup of ice cream from Casey's.
TG is the opposite of angelic. Okay, she's torturing me with chocolate ice cream.
Ah.
Shame on you.
See, it's got to be swirled. It can't be just chocolate. It's got to be swirled. And if it's at a restaurant and they have apple cobbler or apple pie, then it's got to have apple cobbler or apple pie under it with caramel and peanuts on it and swirled ice cream.
Yeah, peanuts don't work for me. I can't
Yeah.
chew them.
Yeah. Well, just the little crushed pieces.
Well, I end up having to swallow those whole, and I don't. Kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
I've never liked nuts in my ice cream. Yeah, you guys can run with that if you want. But I've never liked walnuts or peanuts or any of that on my ice cream ever, even when I
Yeah.
was a kid.
I'm just an odd duck that goes oink. So,
If I wanted crunchy in my ice cream, I'd get chocolate chip. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that works. Or the oh, the wafer thingies, like the sugar wafer bar type thing.
Oh yeah.
They're good.
Chocolate peanut ice cream. No, chocolate peanut butter ice cream is good. Like Haagen-Dazs, chocolate peanut butter ice cream. Oh, that's so good. Yummy.
I like the Ben and Jerry's um, fish
Hi, Bobby.
fish food something or other.
Yeah, fish food. It's got the little
Yeah,
fishes in it and
yeah,
marshmallow.
yeah.
So good.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Bye, Bobbies. So they were talking about food, and it's like, okay, got to need to cook that.
Yeah, I haven't eaten yet today, so
uh, I
well,
had some,
I I had gotten the have you ever had Innovation Chinese food from the grocery store?
uh-uh.
Mm. Well, it's not like Chinese food from a restaurant, but it's close, I guess.
Yeah,
I have to add just a dash of soy sauce to the rice because the rice is very plain. It's very mild. And some genius got the idea that instead of peas, they would put lima beans in it,
uh,
which is kind of weird. But luckily, it's you can't really taste them because I'm not picking all them damn things out.
right,
So I just eat it. But um, I had ordered three things. I had ordered sweet and sour chicken, teriyaki chicken, and orange chicken. And
yeah,
then I ordered three of the chicken fried rices to go with them, and they didn't have the sweet and sour chicken. But they
right,
don't tell you this when you order for delivery. They don't tell you they don't have something until your stuff is in the car and on the way to your house.
ah,
So I'm like, hello, thank you for letting me know in advance so I could choose something else, you know?
right,
So I had this chicken fried rice in my freezer, and I'm like, so I'm like, well, my mom could fix my groceries up. I was like, I could order another one. And then I'm like, you know what? I haven't had shrimp for a while. So I ended up getting the already cooked and deveined shrimp.
right.
So what I'm going to do is heat that up and cook, make the Chinese food rice, and then stick the shrimp in it and have a shrimp and chicken fried rice.
There you go.
Yep. Shrimp is good for you.
Yeah,
And I haven't had shrimp in forever, and it was on sale. So I was like, hello, mine.
there you go.
Yeah.
Really? What are you yelling at? Well,
It might have been. It might have been Debbie. And then and I don't even know what that is. Let me check. But I'm used to having peas and carrots in my fried rice, and this was not. I was like, what is that? Okay.
what? Uh, I don't know. Blah, 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 blah.
No, yeah, that is what it is.
Loves.
Huh. Whatever that is that Dibble said.
Okay. Well, shall we say goodbye to Cody and everybody? Huh? Yes? No? You don't know? I don't know either. Hey, what do you think? Think it's about time to say goodbye to them so we can get you down for a nap? Huh? Yeah.
Sounds like edamame. Okay. I don't know, but they don't really have a flavor and they don't bother me, so I just eat them.
Oh. Oh. You're wearing Grandpa out, and Grandpa needs to go do his vittles and take his vittles and make sure everything's like it's supposed to be. It's the middle of the day, which means you get to go in baby jail for a little bit
Baby jail.
to save the day. Not really jail, but his playpen,
Yeah.
which he can halfway climb out of.
Mhm.
He's like a little monkey.
We used to call my son Monkey Boy.
Yeah,
He was climbing out of his playpen when he was 10 months old,
yeah.
and climbing out of his crib when he was 11 months old, and climbing the walls before he was a year old. Yeah, it was fun.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah, he had Monkey Boy as a nickname for the longest time.
this one here climbs all over the place. Runs all over the place. Just plain rotten, ain't you?
Well, he is your grandson.
Yes, he is.
He comes by it naturally.
Now we're doing Indian. Well, we were. No, you can't have it. Yeah, Grandpa tells he's been talking too much. He's starting to cough. Just don't bite. That mouth full of teeth hurts.
Grandpa is your food.
All right. Here, let's stop. Let's tell him bye. Let's tell him bye. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Say thanks for having us on. Say bye.
Good. Thank you for coming on and giving us an update, Tim.
I'll swing by every now and then when I get a chance. Normally not Saturday mornings because I sleep in,
Yeah.
but I'll try to, pop on every now and then, and I'll try to do a live on mine if I can get to it. I tell you, if I can get to the computer to do a live on mine.
Right.
Or, well, no, I have something else working, so maybe it'll be easier. So, anyhow, all right, kids. We'll see y'all later from the climbing wonder here, Buster and me. We're going to say toodles. Much love. Bye, everybody. Say bye-bye. Say bye.
Bye, honey.
Blow him a kiss.
Mwah. So cute. He's like, I want to push the buttons. I want to push the buttons. So cute. I'm tired just watching that baby. I'm like exhausted trying to watch him. I'm like, I need a nap now. I don't know how they do it. So let's see what the health benefits are for these green things they put in my Chinese rice. Source of protein has all essential amino acids. Good source of fiber, supports healthy weight management. Full of folate. It's a good source of vitamin K. It has calcium, and it's full of magnesium. So there you go. My Chinese food is now healthy. Woohoo! That works for me. I mean, I'd eat it anyway because yum. But hey, Carl, how is the UK today? Although Dibble lets us know, or TG lets us know she's in Wales. But hi, welcome. To my crazy channel. Dry. Yeah, well, that's a good thing. TG, dark and cold. Poor TG. It is bright and windy here today, but it's dry. We've had rain the past few days, but today is bright and sunny and windy. Yep. Today is the reason I have a leash attached to my back door, so when I put my dog out, if the wind catches it and blows it all the way open where I cannot reach it, I can pull it back with the leash, which is exactly what I had to do today. Almost pulled me right out the door. Not a good thing. Considering I'm on wheels and there's cement steps there, that would be kind of a bad thing. Oh, yeah. Damn, I am slacking today. Has everybody seen Brandon's preview video? Oh my god. Y'all crazy. Crazy. Hold on, let me get the link for you guys. Brandon has been doing his homework, and he's going to be doing a Black Friday sale at 11 p.m. Huh, congratulations, Carl. And he put out a preview video. Which is right here. Go check out that video. Amazing amount of rings that he has. I don't even know how he's going to get through them all in one auction. He's probably going to have to do more, but he's starting them all at $5. He has tested all of them, tested the stones with his Presidium. All of the stones of the rings that he shows in the video are real. He does not test for metal. He's not allowed to have the acid stuff in the house, but a lot of them are marked 925, but they're not tested. But all the stones are real, and these rings are absolutely gorgeous. So y'all got to go check out that video and keep an eye out for when he does the thumbnail for the Black Friday sale, because he does start late, 11 o'clock at night Eastern time, but amazing deals on that. Amazing. And yes, there were a few in there. I was like, we need to talk, Brandon. I need to know what size this one is, and I need to know what size that one is. He's like, oh, we can do a layaway plan. I'm like, oh, shit. No. He's starting them all at $5. Too late, I'm too old. You know, Brandon brings the good deals. So I can't wait for that. I will, barring any health situations, I will be moderating for him that night. So it should be fun. As long as I'm feeling okay and my hands are okay and all that, I don't have any issues going on, I will be moderating for him Black Friday, which is a lot safer than working Walmart on Black Friday, let me tell you. Talk about a hey, I survived thing. Hey, Carl.
Hey guys.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Good.
It's all good here in the UK.
What part of the UK are you in?
Right next to the Alexander Stadium where the Commonwealth Games was held.
Okay.
Yeah, here in Birmingham.
I have people that are scattered all over the UK. TG is in Wales. I have friends that live not too far from London. And I have another one that lives in, I want to say Derby.
Oh, Derby.
Derby, yeah.
Yeah, Derby. Derby.
Yeah. Toilet Girl said she's near Cardiff.
Yeah, but where about near Cardiff though, Toilet Girl?
The only reason I know that name is because of the TV show that takes place, and it's in Cardiff. And now I can't remember the name of it. It was one of my favorite shows. Damn. I hate it when that happens. It's a spin-off of the Doctor Who. And they dealt with like aliens and things like that.
Oh, you're talking about where oh God.
Yeah, see? Sucks when that happens, doesn't it?
God damn, girl.
John Barrowman is in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Captain Jack Harkness.
That's
See,
him.
I can remember the people. I can't remember the damn name of the show. Because there were
You got
two
me
of them.
thinking. You've got me thinking now, girl.
There were two of them that I'd love to watch. The one was Primeval, and then
I love that show.
I do too. You know, they have a new one that came out, but it only lasted like one season.
Yeah.
It was because, of course, just like everything, Americans fucked it up. So you know, the new season was in America.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the Americans fucked it all up, and it sucked. So it's like, okay,
So
go back.
girl, thank you very much for putting my link up there, sweet. No, I just got to say thank you.
Yeah, TG's good like that. She'll throw your link in there all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to think of the name of the damn show.
So am I. You got me thinking now.
Well, that happens sometimes on my channel.
Oh, Cody, what are you doing to me? It was actually the actual base of it was in Cardiff.
Yeah, Torchwood.
That's it.
Google to the rescue.
Yeah, Torchwood.
Yeah, I love that show.
Because didn't Jack actually hold on to the TARDIS?
No.
At one point, he held on to the TARDIS and actually survived because he couldn't die.
Yeah. Yeah, he was made immortal when the doctor saved his life.
Yeah.
But yeah, the base, Torchwood base is in Cardiff.
Yeah.
So I love that show.
But you didn't even know it was there because there was a secret entrance to it.
Right. at the place that what's her name came and delivered pizza.
Yeah,
She was a pretty good detective, man. She figured it out.
yeah. She was good.
Yeah. Yeah, I did like that show. I was sad when they discontinued it.
Mm.
Now, see, my late best friend loved Red Dwarf. He made me watch all of the Red Dwarfs.
Yeah, I
All
was.
He
With
told
Red
me
Dwarf.
it'll get better. It gets better. It never got better. I was like, don't ever make me watch that again, and I'm never listening to you about TV show recommendations ever again.
Mm.
I did not like Red Dwarf.
I was like, nah, with Red Dwarf, but
Yeah.
with Doctor Who and Torchwood,
hmm
regarding Doctor Who and the Daleks, I was behind the sofa when they came on. Honestly, I really was. I was behind the sofa cowering when the Daleks came on.
Well, he tried to tell me that I just didn't understand British humor. I was like, look, when I was a child, my dad used to watch Benny Hill. I got indoctrinated to British humor very early on and completely loved Benny Hill. I was like 7
Yeah.
or 8 years old. I loved Benny Hill. So don't tell me I don't understand British humor. You know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you can't forget.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Nope, it has to
The
be like this.
salute.
Benny Hill saluted like this. Yep.
3 fingers on the forehead.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be that way round, so the 3 fingers are facing.
hmm
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
TG's letting you know her name is Scarlet, by the way. And that girl will try and tell you she's an angel. Don't believe it. She's a Halo thief. That's right, I do. I like to salute with my middle finger. Mostly to TG. TG gets this a lot. Although I am smart enough to know she's in the UK, so I do this to her. Because Cody knows.
Easy.
TG always puts halos on. She's a Halo thief. She's a little Welsh brat Halo thief, is what she is. And she likes to make everybody think she's an angel, and she's not.
Well, as you can see by this, I'm no angel. I'm having a lager.
Well, I'm drinking Pepsi, but I would never claim to be an angel either. Angels have no fun. They have to behave. She is not a good girl.
Exactly, Cody.
Hey, fix it, lady. Yeah. This is I don't think I could act angelic if I tried. Maybe for like a minute.
First Lady, welcome to the chat.
So what do you do, Carl?
I actually work for Iceland Foods
Oh, okay.
as one of their till operators.
Cool. Yeah, and TG likes Marmite.
Oh, TG girl, you know, girl.
Nope.
Oh
You're
yeah.
one of those people that likes Marmite too, huh?
Oh yeah.
Nope. The friend of mine that lives in Derby. She sent me a little care package of things from UK, and in it was a thing of Marmite, and I was like, "What is this?" And she was, "Oh, just try it. It's people here have it on toast for breakfast and stuff like." I have never tasted anything so horrible in my life. It was like eating liquid ass. I was like, "No, I'm never doing this again." So yeah, I gotta tell you, I'm
we
not.
have it either on toast or we
Yeah, not
actually have it on what we call crumpets,
Mm-hmm.
which are circular.
Yeah, they're like our English muffins.
Yeah, like a
Mhm.
muffin.
Yeah.
And we have it on that once it's been toasted.
Thank you,
And
Big
that
City.
is absolutely.
Yeah, see, no. Now we have a friend that lives in Australia that will take Vegemite and eat it by the spoonful, and I'm like gagging watching him do it. I'm like, oh, Thomas, no, oh, yeah, I can't
Look,
do it.
I will put my hand up. I'm like that with Marmite
Ugh,
over here in the UK.
yeah,
I will eat it straight out of the jar.
yuck.
No, it's so yummy.
This is one of those acquired taste things. Now I've watched videos where people from England will try American snack foods, and they're like, oh my god, how can you eat this? And for us, it's normal and it tastes right to us, but for you guys, the people that are trying them are like, oh, that is horrible, how can you even put that in your mouth, so it's one of the,
Twiglets. Twiglets are a bomb. Honestly,
I don't know what that is.
it's like a breadstick,
Okay.
but they're really small
Uh-huh.
and they're actually coated with Marmite.
Oh, okay, so a nope for me.
And there's a lot of people over here that absolutely love them, especially around Christmas time.
Oh, okay, so it's like a Christmas treat type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pass. It's strange. It's funny though how different countries and different areas have their thing that people in other countries are like, "Oh, that's horrible." You know what I mean? It's strange how people's tastes run like that.
Well, yeah, with Marmite, Vegemite, either one,
Yeah,
the saying is you either love it or you hate it.
right. Yeah. PG, don't you dare. She's saying send them to me for Christmas. No. I will do a video of me throwing them outside to the stray dogs and watching them not even want to touch it, okay? No. Mm-mm. That would be
Twiglets are actually quite yummy because they don't have that powerful taste of Marmite.
knowing that there's Marmite on it, I would not be able to put it in my mouth.
Oh, girl, what you doing?
Nope. My lips would clamp shut and that'd be a whole big nope. TG, that would be a huge waste of money right there. Buying them in the first place and then trying to ship them over the pond. Yeah, that'd be a lot of money. Dad watch me throw them out the door.
Right, I'm going to ask a question to you, Cody.
Okay.
Am I allowed to sing on your channel?
That depends. Do you know how to sing?
Do you like Neil Diamond?
I guess. TG.
Bear with me then.
There you go, TG. That's what I think of that comment. As long as you don't get naked and start showing your junk all over my channel, I'm good.
No, I wouldn't do that. No, that I would never do, Cody.
Well, that's good. Because sadly enough, everybody I've ever seen do that really has no room to brag and should not be showing off their eeny weeny peenies. You know what I mean?
Nah. That's a no-no. Not on the channel anyway. No.
Yeah.
Right, let's
Yeah,
put the
as long as you
volume
don't,
up a bit.
as long as you don't sing anything that's copyrighted, because
No, it's not copyrighted because it's karaoke style.
gotcha.
Are you ready, Cody?
Go ahead.
Where it began, I can't begin to knowing, but then I know it's growing strong. Wasn't the spring, and spring became the summer. Would have believed you come along. Hands touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, everyone's favorite. Good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would. But now I look at the night, and it don't seem so lonely. We'd fill it up with only two. And when I heard her runs off my shoulders, how can I hurt when holding you? One, touching one, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would. Here we go. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. Sweet Caroline, I believe they never could. Sweet Caroline, ba, ba, ba. Good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would. There you go, sweet.
Very nice.
No, I love my Neil Diamond and I love my singing.
You know what I find fascinating is that people from other countries, when they sing an American song, they completely lose their accent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you didn't
Yeah.
sound like you were from the UK at all. But
Well,
if
that's
Americans
just it with Neil Diamond. He was actually brought up in Brooklyn.
Mhm.
One of his songs is actually Brooklyn Roads, which is one of my favorite songs.
I do love British accents, TG, but not when they're mangled, like with certain people that we know that try and do a British accent, and I don't know what she's doing, but it's not British. But I
Well,
do. I do.
I haven't really got an accent.
Yeah, you really do.
Not really.
Yes, really.
I mean, I haven't really got a full-on Birmingham accent.
No, but you do have a British accent.
I've got a British accent, yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I went into different accents, I mean, in Birmingham, I'd be talking like this, you know.
Yeah. Well, you know who? Do you know who? Shit, what's his name? Um, Russell Howard is.
Russell Howard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did a show once, and he went through like 5 or 6 different British accents and how different they sound, and it was amazing because it's like with America, different parts of the country sound different, and it's funny because we don't think that way. We think that everybody in British either has the very highbrow accent or like the Cockney accent. You know what I mean? So unless we actually talk to people like I'm talking to you, or I talk to my friend Wendy and things like that, we don't it doesn't occur to us that you guys have different dialects too, you know?
Well, yeah.
But
I mean, you say Toilet Girl is from
Wales.
Wales.
Yep.
Right. So if I was talking to Toilet Girl,
Yep, you froze. You might have gotten a call. Yes, TG likes Southern American accents. She likes those Southern belle types. I think we lost Carl. That was very cool. We got serenaded. We got to meet somebody new. Very nice. Yep, we lost Carl. But I made him blue because I like Carl. Carl seems like a good guy. That's okay, Carl. I'm sorry. I figured it died and you got a call or something. But thank you for coming on and sharing with us and singing for us. It was very nice. Very, very nice. And I have made you blue. You are blue. So now you can drop your own links and all that, although we have so many people that are happy to drop links for you. Feel free. I do chats on Saturday morning, 9:30 in the morning Eastern time, from my time, and then Wednesday afternoons at 2 every week. Feel free to come back and say hi. Aw, Dibble. Okay, lay down, honey. Always expect the unexpected, right? Like my laptop dying and new people coming on and singing. You never know what's going to happen on this channel. Never know. But I think I am going to go. And again, I'm going to drop Brandon's preview video link in here. So go check that out. Go see all his goodies. He has an ungodly amount of rings that we'll be going through on Black Friday, 11 p.m. It's going to be amazing. Amazing. See, I gave him homework and he did it. And I'm so proud of him. Because I told him, I said, get your Presidium and start testing those rings. I want to have a sale before, because he was going to do it at Christmas. And I'm like, don't make me wait that long. So he very kindly is doing it on Black Friday. Yay. Because that's Black Thursday is Thanksgiving. I'm sure he's going to be busy with family. Majority of people are. I'm not. But I mean, I don't even know why they call it Black Friday anymore. they all start now. I mean, they're having Black quote unquote Friday sales. I don't know, Dibble. You would have to ask him. He does his auctions later at night, so you would have to direct those questions at Brandon. I just show up and try and keep order and moderate. That's my job. So if anybody has any links they want to drop, go ahead and drop them. I'll give you a couple of minutes. Yeah, 11 p.m. is kind of late, but that's when he wants to do it. That's when he's going to do it. That's okay, Carl. Feel free to come back another time. I usually have the link up so that you can pop in again when you're able to. I'm gonna be ending the show anyway. So TG, drop Carl's link again. Do it. Do it. Dibble's link makes you hungry, and TG's makes you sneeze. Nice. Thank you, TG. But I hope everybody has a great rest of their week and has a great day. I'm not even getting in the middle of that conversation, Dibble. Nope. You're welcome. There's TG's link. Oh yeah, Victoria. Oh yeah, she had the show with Adam today. Who else is on right now? Let's see. Just Sandy. She's on. Let's make some jewelry. Cajun is still on with his hump day auction. And Victoria, pop up 4. Okay. So I will talk to you all later. Have a great day. Have a great rest of your week. I will see you around the tube. Remember, be careful and be safe. Don't name it after me if you're not, because I was not involved in the fun. I don't want to be named in the consequences. All right? All right. Thanks for coming by, everybody. Bye.